Good morning, welcome back to Canopy Ranch. So I've been feeding the pigs daily because their feeder finally ran out, and I was just kind of waiting for that to run out because I didn't want that grain all to go to waste. But now I'm feeding them daily because this pregnant sow, she's supposed to have like 4 to 6 pounds of feed per day. Then the other one, I'm not sure exactly how much the other one's supposed to have, but I'm giving them like a combined probably 15 pounds a day, roughly. Anywhere from 15 to 20. It's kind of hard to guess, but and I just took a lick tub and I just cut out a little slot in a lick tub there so that only one of them could eat at a time, so that maybe that would kind of deter them from, you know, just one pig eating all of the grain and the other one getting nothing. So hopefully they're both kind of getting their rations of it. Seems to be working all right so far. Starting off with an absolutely gorgeous morning here, but believe it or not, the wind is supposed to blow 50 miles an hour today. That's right, you heard me right, 50. That's awesome. So we're gonna try to get all the chores done here quick before the wind comes up. Then we got some projects in the shop that we're gonna be working on today. Little stuff, did a little cleaning in the shop. I'll show you guys here a little later. I might regret saying this, but I'm gonna say it. It's like it's supposed to be 61 degrees today, and it has been like at least 50 degrees for the past 4 days. So Puxatawny Phil, I think he was wrong. So the top of the cab on this green pickup has some holes in it. So it lets water into the cab and it gets in this headliner here, and the headliner catches it. So we're gonna drop this headliner out, see how much moisture is in there, and get the moisture out of there, and then get some sealant, some silicone or something to seal all them holes on the top so that it doesn't do it again. Oh, dang it. So we thought maybe there'd be moisture up in here, but there's not. I forgot that I put this sticky insulation stuff up there for like sound deadening when I put this headliner in, so that probably helped seal up those holes and keep the moisture out. So we're just gonna put it back up. There's no need to take it all the way down. But there is a little mouse nest we gotta take care of first. Okay, mouse nest is taken care of. Just vacuumed it up. So I'm gonna try to get this headliner back up there now. We'll see how it goes. Okay, got the headliner wrestled in there. It's back into place. Just gotta find a couple little screws. It was missing some before I just took it out. So I just gotta find a couple to put in there and should be good to go. Okay, so we got that pickup pulled out, got it all sealed up and everything looks good. Got the Bobcat pulled in here. Last night I did some work and we had these lights laying around that I think I had mentioned in the last video. They're like, a local construction guy tore them out of like an office building or a school or something. And anyway, he ended up with them, then we ended up with them. They've just been laying around the shop, but they add like twice the amount of bulbs. So it makes things a little brighter in here. So I'm working on replacing these old lights, like these guys here, with these new ones. But we only have enough. We only had 6 of them new ones, so I got 4 up, 2, 4. Then I'm gonna put the other 2 where that old light is right there, because we mainly work on stuff up here. And I'm gonna put this old light here up there, right? So there'll be 2 old lights there. So hopefully there'll be more light back here, and yeah. So I'm gonna get to work on putting that old light up there and wiring it in and all that good stuff. Got that one wired up. Now I'm gonna replace this old one with 2 new ones, but I gotta wait till this, we got some trim with some polyurethane on it, so we gotta wait till it dries, because I don't want to get, if I take that old light down, dust and stuff's probably gonna come with it, and then it'd land on this wet polyurethane and get stuck to the trim boards. So I'm gonna wait on that till those dry, and then I should be able to get up there and put those 2 new lights in. So that trim was dry, so I just moved it out of the way. It's not tacky no more, so nothing's gonna stick to it, but it takes like a full 24 hours to cure or something. So I just moved it out of the way, let it cure on some different sawhorses over there out of the way. I got the Bobcat set up here. I'm gonna take down this old light right there, replace it with some new ones. We actually had 7 new lights instead of 6. We thought we only had 6, so I think we can do 3 lights right here, which would really make a huge difference. So we're gonna, yeah, this light here that's not turned on, it don't work. So I'm gonna take it down, put up one of these newer ones, and then putting 2 newer ones in replace of this one old one here. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work on that. Wow, look at that. I don't know if you can tell a difference on the camera, but there's a difference in person. It's brighter in here. So yeah, I got them installed. As you can tell, some of them are not working correctly. Like this whole half of this one's not working. We've got one over here in this middle row that's not working. And so like the little, oops, there, that guy's not working. The 2 outside ones are not working. But it's like the little end that the bulbs go up and slide into. Apparently those can go bad. So I think I'm gonna try to order some new little ends like that and get those swapped out and see if that fixes our problem. They're pretty cheap. I think they're like $1 a piece, and there's only 1, 2, 8 of them I'd have to buy. So for $8 I could see if it's those or not. It wouldn't be out a ton of money. So yeah, that definitely a nice upgrade to have in the shop is better lighting. So now I'm gonna kind of get things cleaned up a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna go grab our car trailer, get it pulled in, and we'll start working on it. So we got this trailer pulled in, and we're for sure going to do a new deck on it, and for sure going to fix the wiring on it so the wiring works better. And those fenders, those new fenders don't quite fit right on here, just holding them up there. So if we get to it, we might end up just building our own fenders, kind of like an octagon shape out of diamond plate. But if not, then we're just gonna for sure focus on the deck and the wiring. So I'm going to start with tearing off the deck and see how that goes. Hopefully all the screws don't snap out of it. Two things: my back hurt, and 82.37% of these dang things just broke. So hopefully they're broke flush to the metal down there that the boards are screwed to, and then when we pull these off, I won't have to grind a whole bunch of them, hopefully. But I've got a bad feeling about it. Hopefully all of them, hopefully the boards are free enough I can peel them off there. I guess we will find out. got all the boards off. If you see that little bit of smoke, don't worry about it. Grinder wheel and wood equals smoke. It's all right. So now I got to go through and bust off every single one of them little deals, or cut all them off, so that the new boards can lay flat to the frame. So I think I'll go through right now and do that. I'm just gonna hit them with the grinder wheel and they should come off flush pretty easy. So I got all of those ground off, so it's all flat now. So it's technically ready for a new deck anytime now. But it'd be a lot easier to access the wires right now. See, they've got them run through these cross members here. So it'd be a lot easier to access the wires right now without the boards on it. So we'll probably work on all the wiring next. And honestly, the new boards will probably be the last thing we do. If we do these fenders and stuff like that, that'll probably be after the wiring, or before the wiring if we decide to. So Dad and I went and picked up two portable windbreaks. We're gonna try to get them unloaded here. Oh, good afternoon. So we got them panels, freestanding panels unloaded this morning. It's a really nice day. It's like 60 degrees, then very little wind, sun shining. It's beautiful outside. So I'm gonna work inside. Got the garage door open, let some heat in here. But we're going to, so we got all these deck boards off this trailer. I think we decided after some discussion that we're gonna try to get those fenders that we have laying there to work. We just got to flare them out a little bit and then they'll work fine, because that would be a lot easier than building our own out of diamond plate, and it'd be a lot faster and cheaper as well since they're already built and laying right there. So I'm going to start with trying to get these old fenders cut off and getting them new ones maybe mocked on here. Okay, so I got that old fender off. Now I just kind of got to go through and do some prep work. I got the main part of the fender off, but these little bottom flares here I couldn't get to with the whole fender here. So hopefully I can get to this now, get that cut off. And then the other side as well. And then I've got a little bit of grinding and stuff to do just to get it cleaned up for that new fender to get on there and get welded to it good. So do a little bit of cleaning up now, and then we'll we'll put that new fender on and see how she fits. So I got this fender mocked up here, just sitting there. I haven't welded it or nothing. So obviously, first thing you'll probably notice is it's an inch narrower than the old fender. And we were right initially. This is not quite meant for this trailer. It's gonna take some messing around to get it to sit right. And we really haven't figured out exactly how we're gonna get it to sit right, and we haven't figured out whether we're still gonna use this fender or if we'll build some. So yeah, I don't know exactly what we're gonna do. But in other news, one of my ewes down there, I went down to water them, and one of my ewes is bagging up. So I have when I bought them in August, and there was a little buck in there with him that come with him as part of the deal. And I ended up deciding I didn't want him to breed my sheep, so I ended up banding him, so he's not a buck anymore. But while he was still a buck, he apparently did get one of my ewes bred. So she's bagging up, and apparently looks like she could drop a ewe anytime now, or drop a lamb anytime now. So that'll be interesting and new, something fun there. So, but anyway, I think I'll pick you guys up tomorrow. Well, welcome back. So I'm working on this fender again. So we went up to town today and we got a sheet of diamond plate, and we got all the wood and stuff for this trailer so we can build these fenders now. So this guy was right there. So I cut that off just because there was like, this had cracked over the years, and there was like 5 or 6 welds holding it on. It just didn't look the best. So I cut that off. I'm gonna clean all this up, clean all that piece that I cut off up. I'm gonna re-weld it on, so it'd just be 1 weld holding it on instead of like 6. It'll just look a lot cleaner. We also got some white paint, and I think we're gonna repaint this trailer as well. Just kind of the outside for aesthetics, just so it looks better anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna get this cleaned up, get this piece welded back on there, or at least tacked into place, and then I can start building the fenders here. So we went through, I figured out all the measurements that we needed for all of our angles and lengths. And so we went through and marked it out on this sheet. This strip of diamond plate that we cut to the right width, we went and marked out every leg, the right length. Now we're gonna go through and score them on the underside and then bend them to where they need to be, so then we wouldn't have to weld on the top side and grind it all. If we need to, we can just put some tack welds on the bottom, hopefully. So we got the fenders all scored and cut and bent into roughly the shape we want them. Tomorrow we're gonna put them in, actually tack them into place, get them exactly where we want them. Then I think we're gonna take and weld a little bead on each side to hold it on the inside. So then on the outside, you're not going to see any of the welds holding the actual bends, which will be nice. So yeah, we're gonna call it quits for today, but tomorrow we'll get that all welded in. This side for sure. The other side I still have to cut the fender out and everything, so that'll be a little bit longer, but good morning. I'm gonna head down here quick and see if I have a lamb on the ground yet. That ewe, she didn't end up having her baby yesterday. So we're still waiting on her to have her baby. She's the only one that's bagging up or anything, so it's not a big deal just checking on her. But yeah, she is like 2 months ahead of everybody else. So it's definitely that other little buck. Well, I don't see any little baby lambs anywhere, and she still looks really big. So yeah, it's this one right here, this white-faced one. As you can see, she's got her bag is getting bigger, which means it's filling with milk, which means she's getting close to having a baby. And this little fella right here, he's the culprit. This is the one that did it. We banded him maybe a month after we had bought him. We probably banded him, so he had about a month that he could have covered any one of these sheep, and he for sure got this one. There might be more that he got a little bit later, possibly, but this one for sure he definitely got. So I've been keeping an eye on her. She's had a bag for probably 2 days now, so I mean, I would think she's got to be getting close. I have no idea, but I'm just glad that the weather is really nice. Timed that out really good, because it's supposed to be 50. We really don't have, like, the coldest day in the next 10 days is like 38 degrees. So we're having like the fall spring deal right now. So yeah, I guess we'll see. Yeah, she's like huge. And I don't know, like sheep, I mean, it's like 150% lambing crop you get off of sheep, so she could definitely throw some twins too. So that'd be something. Very first sheep that I've ever lambed out has twins. That'd be something, but we'll find out. Hey. Every morning we got like 1 to 3 calves out. They you know, our feedlots, just their cable wire ran for the perimeter fence so they can crawl through it. So they crawl through it, get out, and then just eat the hay from the outside of the bunk instead of from in their pen. I don't know why. Maybe it gives them a sense of power and belonging. Not sure. But every morning we gotta chase them back in. I guess a guy could, if you really wanted to get ambitious, probably could fix that and tighten those wires, but well, it's nice out. We got so much other stuff to do. Hey. No, 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 no. That'll be good. I've got this fender blocked up. So it's sitting really close to where we want it, but now we can kind of tack it and move it around and get it perfect and exactly where we want it before we fully weld it up. Looks pretty good. So now I can get that all welded up and I can start working on some other stuff. So I'm getting her all welded up here. This, instead of a rounded radius, we did a straight angle there. So where this old inside one sticks up, so I have to cut that off right there, flush with the top of this diamond plate, and then I just slide it up, basically cut it off again for a piece to fill in that guy right there. Down here I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do yet, but I'll figure something out. But that's how I'm filling that gap and getting rid of that at the same time. So then it'll just come out like this side over here. It's coming together pretty good. Okay, so I think what I've decided to do here, let me set you down, is this hole right here. I think I'm just going to take and go on the inside and cut this piece of diamond plate to fit that. And then I'll just, yeah, then I'll weld all that, grind it all. I think that's my best option anyway. I'll show you guys progress I've made so far. So I've started doing like the little, I guess you could call it like skirting. So we got the first two pieces done on both sides. Well, I guess they're just tacked up for now. I just got them tacked on there, but they're fitted into place, cut into place. So now I can figured it'd be easier to do those two first, and then I can measure from point to point, wherever them come out, and do this middle one. So these are 10 inches wide, the actual fender. And then we went 1.5 inches down on this face here with this little guy. And I think it turned out looking all right. So I think it'll look pretty good once I get that top piece in there. All right, well, I got one side completely done and looking good. Got the whole skirting on the front of it. I put a piece of angle iron in the middle, like with the point down, just to add some strength in the middle. And it's all completely welded and everything, so now I'll just go through and grind it and then it's done. But I think I'm going to start with cutting that other one off, and then hopefully I can get both of these on, and then I can go through and just grind everything. But I think with that, that's just about going to do it for this video. So I'm going to get to working on this other side, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support. We really appreciate that a lot. If you're new here, remember to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Those both help us out a ton. And as always, we'll catch you in the next one.